Commissioner Gordon, Bane has escaped.
Be obsessed with your own potential, for it is the only thing that cannot be taken from you. It lies dormant, a force waiting to be unleashed, a storm waiting to rise. Potential is not a gift. It is a burden, a relentless demand to become more than you are. It whispers in your ear, reminding you of what you could be, mocking you for what you have yet to achieve. To ignore it is to betray yourself. To embrace it is to unleash a power that can reshape your world. Obsession is not a weakness. It is the engine of transformation. The world does not reward the timid. It crushes them, buries them beneath the weight of their excuses and indecision. But obsession cuts through hesitation like a blade. To be obsessed with your potential is to reject the mediocrity that surrounds you, to demand more from yourself than the world ever will. Obsession is not comfort, it is fire. It burns away the distractions, the doubts, the lies. It leaves behind only purpose, only focus. Those who fear obsession fear their own greatness. The strong understand that obsession is not madness, it is clarity. Your potential is a shadow, always there but just out of reach. To chase it is to run a race with no finish line. But that is the point. Potential is not meant to be captured, it is meant to drive you, to push you beyond your limits, to force you to evolve. The weak see potential as a burden, a reminder of their failures. The strong see it as a challenge, a call to arms. They do not seek to reach their potential, they seek to surpass it, to redefine it, to turn it into something no one else can touch. Obsession demands sacrifice. To be obsessed with your potential is to let go of everything that holds you back. The distractions, the comforts, the lies, they all have to burn. Obsession is not kind, it is merciless. It asks for everything and gives nothing in return but the promise of what you could become. The weak hesitate, afraid of what they might lose. The strong act, knowing that the price of obsession is far less than the cost of regret. To be obsessed is not to lose control, it is to take it. Potential is not a destination, it is a weapon. It is the thing that separates you from the masses, the thing that makes you dangerous. To be obsessed with your potential is to refuse to be ordinary, to reject the idea that you are just another face in the crowd. It is to declare war on mediocrity, to rise above the noise and claim what is yours. The world will try to convince you that obsession is unhealthy, that it is better to be balanced, to take your time. But balance is for the weak. Obsession is for those who want to dominate. The world does not care about your potential. It does not care if you waste it, if you ignore it, if you let it rot. But you should care. To waste your potential is the ultimate betrayal, the ultimate sin. Obsession is the antidote, the force that drives you to become what you were meant to be. It is not easy, but it is necessary. The weak let their potential die quietly without a fight. The strong fight for it, claw for it, bleed for it. They know that potential is not a guarantee, it is a challenge. Obsession is not about perfection, it is about progress. To be obsessed with your potential is to wake up every day and demand more from yourself than the day before. It is to refuse to settle, to refuse to accept anything less than your best. The weak are content with good enough. The strong are not. They understand that potential is a moving target, always shifting, always just out of reach. Obsession is the force that keeps them moving, that keeps them fighting, that keeps them alive. Your potential is not for anyone else to define. It is yours and yours alone. To be obsessed with it is to take ownership of your life, to refuse to let anyone else dictate who you are or what you can become. Obsession is not selfish. It is necessary. The world does not need more people who are content to blend in. It needs those who are willing to stand out, to stand up, to fight for what they believe in. Obsession is the fire that lights the way, the force that drives you forward when nothing else will. To be obsessed with your potential is to embrace your own power. It is to look in the mirror and see not who you are, but who you could be. Obsession is not about living in the future. It is about creating it. The weak dream of a better life, the strong build it. Obsession is the bridge between who you are and who you could become. It is not easy and it is not painless, but it is worth it. The weak fear the fire. The strong become it. Confidence is not a gift. It is a weapon forged in the fires of preparation. It does not arrive in moments of ease, but emerges from the battles fought in the shadows, long before the challenge appears. Confidence is the echo of discipline, the residue of countless hours spent preparing for the war you know is coming. It is not born from hope, but from readiness. Those who walk into life's arena unprepared clutch at fragile optimism, but the prepared move with purpose, their confidence a storm that crushes the unready. Confidence is the armor only the disciplined wear. Preparation is the dark ritual that builds the foundation of unshakable confidence. Every challenge is a test, a stage where only the prepared shine. The unprepared cling to luck, their knees trembling under the weight of their inadequacy, but the prepared, oh, they are relentless. Their confidence is not arrogance, it is earned through sweat, through pain, through sacrifice. They know they have done the work, sharpened their minds, honed their skills, burned away the weakness. They do not hope to succeed. They know they will. Confidence isn't magic, it's the reward for paying the price. Life does not wait for you to be ready. Challenges arise without warning, their teeth bared, their claws sharp. The weak crumble under their weight, paralyzed by fear, by doubt, by their own lack of preparation. But the prepared smile at the chaos, their confidence unbroken. They are not caught off guard because they have trained for this moment. Every challenge becomes an opportunity, every obstacle a chance to prove their worth. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to move forward in its presence, armed with the knowledge that you are ready. Confidence demands sacrifice. The unprepared waste their days in distraction, chasing comfort while their potential rots. But the prepared sacrifice comfort for discipline, pleasure for purpose. Confidence is not free. It is bought with the currency of time, effort, and relentless focus. The weak think confidence is something you either have or do not, but the strong know it is something you build, brick by brick, action by action. Every hour spent preparing is a strike against doubt, a blow against the fear that would otherwise consume you. Preparation is not glamorous, it is not loud or attention-grabbing. It is silent, methodical, ruthless. The unprepared crave validation for their half-hearted efforts, but the prepared work in the shadows, unseen, uncelebrated. Their confidence does not need applause. It is self-sustaining, born from the certainty that they have done what others could not. Confidence is not about being the loudest voice in the room. It is about being the one who does not need to speak because their actions roar louder than any words ever could. The unprepared live in fear of life's challenges, their confidence a flimsy facade that crumbles under pressure. But the prepared embrace the challenge, their confidence unshakable, their resolve unbreakable. They have stared into the abyss of their own limitations and emerged stronger, sharper, more capable. Confidence is not about pretending to be fearless. It is about knowing you can handle whatever comes your way. The prepared do not fear failure because they have already faced it in their preparation, turning their weaknesses into strengths, their fears into fuel. Confidence is not static. It is a living, breathing force that grows with every challenge you conquer. The unprepared believe it is something you are born with, but the prepared know it is something you earn. They train their minds, their bodies, their spirits, building a fortress of confidence that no challenge can breach. Confidence is not the absence of struggle. It is the mastery of it. It is the ability to rise again and again, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. The world does not care if you are ready. It will test you regardless, throwing its challenges at your feet without mercy. Confidence is your shield, your sword, your weapon against the chaos. But it is a weapon that must be forged, refined, sharpened. The unprepared walk into battle with dull blades, their confidence shattered by the first strike. But the prepared move with purpose, their confidence unyielding, their preparation their greatest ally. They do not hope to survive the storm. They thrive in it, their confidence a beacon that lights their way. Preparation is the foundation upon which confidence is built. Every hour spent sharpening your skills, every moment dedicated to growth, is an investment in your future self. The prepared do not need reassurance because they carry their confidence within them, unshakable and ever-growing. They understand that life's challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones, each one an opportunity to prove their worth. Confidence is not an illusion. It is the solid ground beneath your feet, the result of relentless effort and unyielding focus. Because in the end, confidence is not given, it is earned. To be obsessed with your own potential is to understand that confidence comes from preparation, from discipline, from the unrelenting pursuit of greatness. Be prepared and confidence will follow. Be obsessed and potential will become power. Audacity is the currency with which life trades, the force that bends reality to your will. Those who hesitate, who tread carefully, receive nothing but scraps. Life respects boldness, the unflinching audacity to demand what others dare not even dream of. The timid stand on the sidelines, waiting for permission to act, while the audacious stride into the arena, taking risks that would paralyze lesser souls. Life does not pity the cautious. It rewards those who stake everything, those who risk humiliation, failure, and pain for the chance to claim something greater. Audacity is not just action, it is defiance. The audacious refuse to be invisible. They do not blend into the crowd, they rise above it, setting fire to the expectations of others. Life thrives on energy, on movement, on chaos, and audacity is the spark that ignites it all. The timid cling to predictability, mistaking safety for progress. But safety is an illusion, a prison disguised as comfort. The audacious tear down those walls, embracing the uncertainty that weakens others. They understand that life was never meant to be tamed. It was meant to be conquered, and only the bold are fit for that task. Audacity is not recklessness, it is calculated madness. It is the willingness to act despite the odds, to leap without the guarantee of a net. The cautious waste their lives weighing every risk, paralyzed by the fear of what might go wrong. But the audacious are different. They don't ask, they take. They don't wait, they move. Life respects their boldness, their unwillingness to settle for anything less than everything. Audacity isn't about being fearless. It's about acting even while fear whispers in your ear. Life is not fair, and it was never meant to be. It does not reward the deserving, it rewards the daring. Those who wait their turn will wait forever. The audacious understand that the game is rigged and that the only way to win is to rewrite the rules. They take risks that others are too afraid to consider. Risks that demand sacrifice but offer something far greater in return. Life may resist their boldness, but it cannot ignore it. The audacious do not ask for opportunities, they create them, forcing life to pay attention. There is power in daring to be more, to want more, to demand more. Audacity is not just about what you do, it's about who you become in the process. The timid cling to their smallness, afraid to stand out, afraid to challenge the status quo. But the audacious embrace their power, their potential, their hunger for something greater. Life was never meant to be lived small, and the audacious refuse to settle for anything less than magnificence. They are not afraid to fail because failure is just another step toward dominance. Audacity is the bridge between mediocrity and greatness. It is not the absence of doubt, but the refusal to be ruled by it. The audacious are not perfect. They are persistent. They are the ones who act when others hesitate, who speak when others fall silent, who rise when others fall. Life rewards their courage, not because they are special, but because they dare to claim what others will not. Audacity is the secret weapon of the strong, the force that turns potential into power, dreams into reality, and risk into reward. The timid believe that life owes them something, that their patience will be rewarded. But the audacious know better. They know that life owes nothing to anyone, that rewards are not given, they are taken. They are the ones who challenge the impossible, who laugh in the face of failure, who refuse to be bound by the limitations of others. Life rewards their audacity because it cannot do otherwise. The audacious rewrite the rules, shatter the norms, and force the universe to bow to their will. Audacity is not just about action, it is about vision. The audacious see the world not as it is, but as it could be. They do not wait for permission to dream. They dare to dream bigger than anyone else. Life does not reward small minds or small ambitions. It rewards those who dare to think beyond the confines of what is considered realistic. The audacious do not settle for what is, they demand what could be. Life bends to their vision because it cannot resist the power of their conviction. To be audacious is to be alive in the truest sense. It is to embrace the chaos, the uncertainty, the danger of living a life unrestrained. The timid survive, but the audacious thrive. They take risks that make their hearts race, risks that make their lives worth living. Life is not kind to the faint-hearted, but it is generous to those who dare. The audacious do not fear loss because they know that the greatest loss is to live a life unlived. They take the leap, and life rewards their courage. If you don't create a routine, society is more than happy to design one for you. Its routine is not built for your greatness, but for its convenience. It wants you predictable, compliant, and ordinary. It will fill your days with mindless tasks, distractions wrapped in shiny packages, and endless cycles of obligations that lead nowhere. The weak fall into this rhythm, mistaking it for life. But the strong see through the facade. To live without a self-imposed routine is to surrender your autonomy, to hand over control of your life to a system that thrives on your indifference. Discipline is not a punishment. It is freedom. Without it, society disciplines you in ways far harsher than you would ever choose for yourself. It enforces its rules, its expectations, its vision of who you should be. The undisciplined become pawns, moving only as directed, unaware that their lack of control is their greatest weakness. The strong take the reins, building routines that align with their vision, their purpose. Discipline is their armor, their shield against the forces that would otherwise consume them. To be undisciplined is to be at the mercy of a world that has no mercy. Society is a master of subtlety. It doesn't need to chain you. It just keeps you busy. Busy chasing goals that aren't yours, busy fulfilling roles that do not serve you. Busy enough that you never question the life you're living. Routine is the leash it uses to guide the unaware. But the strong break that leash, choosing their own path, their own purpose. They create routines not to confine themselves, but to free themselves. A self-imposed routine is not a cage, it is a weapon, a way to carve through the noise and chaos of the world. The disciplined are untouchable. Society cannot control those who control themselves. The weak wait for motivation, but the strong rely on discipline, knowing it will carry them through when nothing else will. Discipline is not about perfection, it is about persistence. It is about showing up day after day, even when the world tries to pull you away. The disciplined don't need society's routine. They create their own, one that serves their potential, their purpose, their obsession with becoming more. Their routines are not chains, but keys to freedom. The undisciplined are easily led. Society whispers promises of comfort, of ease, of a life free from struggle. But these promises are lies, traps designed to keep you docile. Discipline is the rebellion against this lie, the act of choosing struggle now for freedom later. The strong understand that the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. They embrace the grind, the monotony, the repetition, knowing it is the foundation of greatness. Discipline is their defiance, their refusal to be molded by a world that values their complacency over their potential. Routine is not optional. Either you create one, or one will be created for you. The weak accept society's routine, moving through life as if on autopilot, their days dictated by forces they neither understand nor question. But the strong take control, designing their lives with precision and purpose. Their routines are not random. They are deliberate, crafted to align with their goals and values. The disciplined don't live by accident. They live by design. They don't wait for life to happen to them. They make it happen. Society is relentless. It will fill every moment of your life with distractions if you let it. It will train you to work for its goals, to live by its rules, to value what it values. But the disciplined resist. They cut through the noise, creating space for what matters. Their routines are not dictated by society. They are dictated by their obsession with their own potential. Discipline is their weapon against a world that would rather see them distracted than focused, compliant than ambitious, ordinary than extraordinary. The disciplined live with intention. They don't waste time on meaningless pursuits, on routines that drain their energy without offering anything in return. They are ruthless in their focus, eliminating anything that does not serve their purpose. Their routines are not about doing more. They are about doing what matters. Society thrives on the chaos of the undisciplined, but it cannot touch those who have mastered themselves. Discipline is not a burden. It is a privilege. a tool that separates the strong from the weak, the creators from the consumers. Routine is the foundation of freedom. The undisciplined see it as a limitation, but the disciplined know it is their greatest ally. It is not about being rigid. It is about being deliberate. Every action, every decision, every moment is a step toward their vision. The strong don't live by default, they live by design. Their routine's a reflection of their obsession with their own potential. They don't fear structure, they embrace it, knowing it is the path to greatness.